All right, joining us on the Adam Gold Show, number 48, alternate captain, Mr. Jordan Martinook, Mr. Hurricane himself. How are you, sir?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm doing very well. Thank you. You guys I thought you guys were going to practice today. I would not have bothered you on an off practice day. What's going on? What are you doing today?
Well, Bill Burniston got us in there for a workout, so it wasn't a full day off today.
Was it extra Bill Burniston-y?
No, it was a standard. If we have 3 days in between, we usually never. I feel like skating 3 days is pretty, unless it's training camp, which I guess you could still consider we're in a little bit. But no, you try not to skate 3 days in a row, so we get a little lift in between them.
All right, good. Well, I'm glad. I'm sure you guys. I don't know if you guys would rather be starting day one, but does it feel like it's forever? You know, I realize you guys played Saturday and it was basically the NHL lineup in Nashville, but it's one game in like a 10-day span between preseason game number 5 and the opener feels like a long time.
Yeah, no, for sure. I think training camp can kind of get dragged on a little bit. So, and I didn't even know games started tonight. So it would have been nice if we could have started tonight, but it is the way it is, and we'll get going Thursday, and we're pumped about it.
I guess you're not planning to watch Florida and Chicago or Rangers Pittsburgh or L.A. Colorado.
Well, I'll probably tune into the Colorado game if it's not past my bedtime. But I got there's a big Blue Jays baseball game on tonight that I will be tuning into. After the season ticket member signing that is happening. So I might be having my phone underneath the table. So if I'm not all in on the season ticket signing, then forgive me, season ticket holders.
Well, I'm sure, you know what? There'll be some Yankee fans there. I'm sure you can watch. You guys can watch the game together.
Do you think it's the Cary Yankee fans
or
the actual New York fans?
No, both. But they're the same. Okay. Unfortunately,
it's crazy. I've been here long enough. I know that there's the Cary Yankee fans and the Cary Ranger fans. That speaks to my longevity as a Hurricane.
Yeah, that's why I called you Mr. Hurricane. See, I tell people that all the time. They get mad when the Rangers come here and you get that cluster of Rangers fans in the corner and everybody's complaining. I say those people are just going to be back 2 days later wearing Hurricanes jerseys. They can't quit. What they grew up with. That's like you're a Blue Jays fan.
Yeah, well, I'm a Canadian, and that's our Canada's only team. Tell Raleigh gets a team. I'm a Blue Jays fan.
All right, so what happens if Tom Dundon brings a Major League Baseball franchise to Raleigh?
Well, then I gotta hope my knees hold out, and I can be the bullpen catcher until I'm about 65.
Were you a catcher when you were a kid?
No, I just think a bullpen catcher would be a pretty sweet gig.
Oh, man. Just warm up the pitcher and then just go watch the game, eat sunflowers.
I'll have to wear a tin cup.
Jordan Martinook is joining us here on the Adam Gold Show. Do you, like, the approach to a preseason game? Like, part of me feels, I know you guys I think you only played in the one. No, you played in two. You played in two.
Yeah.
You were very ready with that. What is the approach when you're going out onto the ice getting ready for that game? I mean, you don't treat it like a regular season game. I don't know how you do it. So you explain it to me what the difference is for you.
Well, I think I've told you before, it doesn't matter if it's a preseason game or regular season game or a playoff game. I kind of have a certain way that I play, and I think the two guys I'm playing with right now, we also have a very similar way of playing. So I think for me, for Jordo, for Will, it's like trying to get the game going, the cycle game going, the grind it out game, which is not always fun to do in preseason. And sometimes it's harder to do because you're playing against guys that maybe don't know their systems as good. And I feel like when you're on it and you're playing, the NHL is very, very repetitive, as in you play guys that all kind of play the same systems and pretty much are bang on knowing how to play them. And when you're going up against somebody that maybe doesn't know how to do it, it kind of throws you for a loop. So sometimes preseason's harder to play in because you're kind of thrown off on what some guys are going to do. But for me personally, it's just trying to get the legs going, get your game legs back, and try and make sure your lungs keep up to your legs.
How close were you to being like in season ready in terms of your endurance, your lungs?
Yeah, I think they're there. I now have 3 kids, and they go to school and come home with sickness, so I picked up a little something from my kids. So trying to get rid of that, and then I'll be good to go. But yeah, and obviously the first game of the season you play with a ton of adrenaline, and the first game is you play with a little extra juice. It's like just you got a little nervous energy because it's the first game of the year, and you're just excited, and you get a little more juice in that game. So the lungs will be fine Thursday.
Jordan Martinook is joining us here on the Adam Gold Show. Do you play the same physical way in a preseason game?
No.
But that's a big part of your game.
No. Yeah. No, honestly, you got to be a little bit cognizant of putting yourself in some positions that you don't want to get hurt. And
right.
That's something I know Jordo blew or did something in Pittsburgh, and he's like I hate preseason. So yep. It's such a, but you need to do it because you got to get ready. But definitely got to be aware of your surroundings a little bit, and don't put yourself in a position where you're going to miss time in the regular season, because obviously that's when we need to be playing. One quick thing about Jordan. When I talked to him at the first day of training camp, he looks leaner to me. Does he look the same to you, or did I just imagine that? He looked fantastic. Yeah, well, when we had our shirts off side by side at Bald Head Island on Labor Day weekend, I was thinking he looked pretty lean as well. So, yeah, no, he looks great. Obviously, 20th season, that's a feat in itself, and to watch him come in every day, do his thing, and it's a treat to watch, honestly, and it's not slowing down. So it's fun to be a part of.
Yeah, it was a nice pass he gave you the other night.
Yeah, it was. Well, then our sons play together on the same hockey team, and the next morning we had our son's game, and my son gave a pass to Jordan's son Henry, and it was also a really nice play. So it was Saturday night was Staal to Martinook, and then Sunday afternoon was Martinook to Staal. It's pretty fun to go watch those guys.
That is tremendous. Now, when you scored that goal, is there any thought at all to, man, I should have saved it for the regular season?
Oh yeah, 100%. You don't want to be wasting them, but then it's nice to get the confidence. So
right.
Yeah, no, that's always the joke. You don't want to spend any of them in the preseason, but that's all right. Hopefully that's just the springboard to what more to come.
To the physicality, and Jordan Martinook is joining us here in the Adam Gold Show, to the physicality that you try to avoid, I guess, during preseason games. What was your reaction to the Joakim Kemmel hit on Andre in overtime on Sunday? I guess it was Saturday afternoon in Nashville.
Well, yeah, obviously I didn't like to see that. Svetch is obviously one of our best players. You don't want one of your guys getting hit like that. And it's such a unique time of the game. You're in overtime. You're usually it's the skills competition, and by that time, I know I'm not playing overtime unless we're penalty killing. So I'm more of a cheerleader when it comes to overtime. And you're just obviously there's 3 minutes left in the preseason for us. You're hoping everybody's going to make it through, and then that happens. So definitely didn't like seeing it. Not, I guess, much we can do in that instant, I guess. But yeah, if obviously we'll see when we play Nashville if he's around, and if what'll happen.
Yeah, he did not make the. I was surprised because he didn't. He scored the goal in overtime on the power play. That was a fairly cheap penalty on Aho, was it not?
Yeah, but I feel like they told us it was a clean hit, and then Fishy gives them a couple whacks. It's the NHL. That's what happens sometimes.
All right.
Hopefully this isn't being listened to by any of the referees.
Honestly, Jordan, this is just you and I talking.
Yeah.
This is just you and I talking. All right, now it's just a couple of fun things, and I'll let you go. What did you think of the Seth Jarvis episode? Have you seen it? The multi-series Amazon documentary.
I have seen it. I thought it was really good. Didn't think he gets that down on himself, and I guess we gotta try and build him up a little more. But
right.
No, I think it was good for him to, I guess, be raw and show that side of him. I think people might think he does it more often than not, which is not the case. There's a lot of times where it comes off maybe like that, and there's sometimes that it is probably 100% authentic, but then there's sometimes where he's making fun of himself too. So I feel like I don't want people to think that like Jarvy's this like fragile emotional mess, because he's not. But it is, he can still show that he has that side to him, which was obviously good for the fans and the people watching to see that he's not all fun and games. He
right.
can have a serious side to him.
He's incredibly serious about what he's doing. Do you think Bill Bernison appreciated the opening scene where he's talking about candy that he likes?
Well, I think Jarv can eat whatever he wants, because he came into camp looking pretty. He looked a little leaner than Jordo actually. So Jarv had a good summer. So if he needs to have a couple clusters of whatever he likes, then he go ahead.
All right. One more thing about hockey, and then one thing about music, and then we're done. Who has the breakout season?
Ooh, breakout season. I'm going to say Sean Walker.
Ooh, I like it.
I'm going to say Sean Walker, just because I think he might be with Slavo early on, and I think whoever gets to play with Slavo can maybe let their hair down a little bit, as you've seen from years past.
Yep.
So, and Walks can skate, probably one of the best skaters on our team, and him getting up in the rush, and I think it'll be a coming out party for him this year, which I'm excited to watch.
Yeah, and of course we remember he and Andre.
I know that's an off the board answer, and people are probably hoping like Blake or Stanky or something, but I think I thought from the heart there.
That's good. I like it. We remember Walker and Andre combining on the goal that ultimately beat the Washington Capitals in that series. And finally, Taylor Swift's album came out last week. Are you a Swiftie at all? No?
I like some of them, but
okay.
I couldn't tell you that I knew her album came out last week. So maybe I'm not a Swiftie.
You are definitely not a Swiftie. They all downloaded it at midnight. I waited a couple of days. Who is most likely on your team to be bopping on the ride into the rink listening to Taylor Swift?
Maybe I could see like Kochetkov maybe doing a little Taylor Swift. She's a world-renowned superstar.
She
right?
is, so, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I could see Piotr listening to some Taylor.
I would recommend 1989, the album, as opposed to the Life of a Showgirl.
The song Lover. I'm a big fan of that song, so I don't know what that one's from.
Has Nickelback ever covered it?
No, 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 they haven't.
All right. Well, maybe they should work that in. Jordan, I appreciate you can karaoke it.
Yeah, I can karaoke Lover. I 100% could do that. I sing it to my daughter all the time.
I love talking to you, man. I'm sorry to bother you on an off day. I appreciate your time. I'll see you Thursday for the opener against the Devils. Be well.
Sounds good. Thanks, Adam. Have a good day.
You too. Jordan Martinook here on the Adam Gold Show. All right.